Hey everybody, we're detailing the car. It's about time. She hasn't had good details since November, so it's time we get her cleaned. Let's see, I have certain products that I like to use, certain things I like to do to keep her clean, keep her organized, because I'm in her all day. It's like your house. I try to keep her clean. I try to keep her organized. I do the detailing myself just because I like to do it, and it usually takes me around 2 to 3 hours depending on how dirty or how much detailing I'm doing that day. If you notice my fingers also, I promise you I washed my hands. I was just working on some projects, and if you saw my last vlog, you know what they are. So if you didn't though, go back, go watch that so you can get a little, behind the scenes. But yes, so let's go ahead and start detailing her because she really needs that. I feel so bad because I haven't done it in so long. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so I have this little bucket that well, this bucket is from like work. I just took it. Anyways, this right here I ordered off Amazon. Any type of bucket this size, 5 gallon I think it is, would fit perfectly in here. You just grab these little screws and unscrew it and then put it back in there so she is able to stay in there and fits perfectly fine. For everything that I do, I have a rag. Every, piece of my car gets a different rag because you don't want to mix chemicals. You don't want to mix what you use for windows or your paint. You definitely don't want to use, for your tires and your rims. What I use to wash my car is something more smoother and softer that's not going to scratch your paint. That is a very important thing. You must grab something that's for that, because then you're going to have your paint all scratched up, and we don't want that. For my car, I am already running low, but because I haven't done her in a while, this is what I use. Meguiar's Gold Glass Car Wash Shampoo and Conditioner. I really love this for my car to wash it. Let's see what else I got in here. I have this for any of the black detailing, interior and exterior. Interior and exterior, it protects, inside and out. I got this one at Ross, but you can also find it at Walmart. It is, I want to say, this one's not my favorite. There's a different one that I like because it's better. I'm just trying to finish her out now because that's the only thing I could find at the moment. My preferred brand, as you can see, is this right here. This is what I like to use for my seats. It keeps it all nice and, shiny, and it just conditions them, which is also good because it protects it. And you really want to do this to your leather seats if you have them in your car. Actually, you do have another one. Just kidding. I told you guys I always have a backup. I just never remember if I don't, do it often. This one. Remember, your tires and your wheels are different cleaners, okay? So this is going to be for your tire, your rims, however you want to call it, and your wheel. But yeah. And then I also have another from Turtle Wax. Turtle Wax is also, like I said, one of the ones I do like. I think this is the one that I like. Can't remember because both of them are kind of the same, and they smell really good because they smell like a men's cologne. They're delicious. So for my tires and my rims, this is what I like to use. This one goes in between all of the cracks, and I'm able to get all of the debris from the brakes out. I love to use this on my tires to get also as well all the debris and all of anything that might be on there as well. And then I have two different, I actually bought a pack of these on Amazon. I think it was like 6 of them, but I only use these two. This bigger one right here is for my rims because I like to, it has very small spaces where I like to go in there and detail it very nicely. And then this one, I use it for my leather seats. I like to go in and take out any crumbs and stuff that may be inside the cracks, and that helps me, clean it a lot better. And then finally, for the last one, this is for your AC. You're able to stick this right into your AC and give it a good clean in and out. It also has a little brush. I really don't use it as often, but if I need it, it's there. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot to mention to you guys. So this right here, I also purchased on Amazon. You can put your fingers right in here and take it out. You put this on inside the bucket, and it separates the water. So all your dirty water and your dirt stays down there, as your cleaner water stays up here, which is perfect when you're cleaning your car. And finally, this is what I use to vacuum. It's from Walmart. I got her on sale. I think she was $70 at Walmart when I purchased her. She's a 6-gallon, 5-peak, and I really like her. She is perfect for wet and dry. So if any spills were to happen in the car, that would be perfect because she will, you know, suck it all up. She's perfect. She has very good power and she does the job. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Alright everybody, so before we go in and start washing the car, I like to give it a pre-soak. This helps, you know, with all of the debris and dirt that's on your car itself, but especially on your tires and your wheels. You know, all that brake dust that comes off your brakes tends to get really attached to your tires and your wheels, and this just helps loosen it up before you go in and start cleaning. Alright, so now we're going to get ready and start washing the car. I really don't usually measure out how much water I put in the bucket. Definitely do over half though. Since I was almost out of my soap earlier, I just decided to use all of it and it wasn't coming out, so I just dip it in the water and get it all out. But yeah, this stuff is really bubbly and foamy and I love it. But before we start cleaning the car, I like to use this foam cleaner to leave on while I'm washing the body. That way it can go ahead and start loosening it up even more, all of the brake dust on the wheels. Alright guys, when I told you guys I have a towel for each thing, I was not lying. So this right here is just for the body, mirrors, and windows. That is it. I will not use this towel or scrubber for my wheels or my tires. We do not want the brake dust getting on our paint because it would scratch it up super bad, and we do not want that. We want to preserve the paint as much as we can. So I will go in and I will do one side at a time because I don't want the soap getting stuck either on the car for too long. I've learned my lesson. Then it leaves it really streaky, and we definitely don't want that. Like I said before, once I'm finished with this side, I'll go ahead and start spraying down this side and taking off all of the soap from here. And then from here, I'll head to the back, then the other side, and then do the front. I like to go in sections. That way I make sure that every piece of the car is clean properly. And if I see anything that I missed, I'll go ahead and redo it again. So my wheels have a lot of details, like the red part that you see me here scrubbing, the silver little circles that are on here, and all the detailing in black that's there. It's very hard to get in there. So I love this brush right here. Like I said before, I ordered it off Amazon. It came in a pack of 6, including this scrubber right here. This scrubber I only use for in between the wheel parts. That's right there because that's where all the brake dust gets trapped, and I like to loosen it up and take it all out. These wheels take me, I want to say, at least 15 minutes each, just because they're so detailed, and I like to take my time. I also like, you know, to scrub down the tire and take out all of the debris that might be on there as well. I forgot to mention that my wheels and my tires are the last things that I wash on my car. After I'm finished with the body part and the mirrors and the windows and all that, then I'll go in and start washing these wheels and these tires. just because, you know, these are definitely a lot dirtier than the body part itself, and we don't want all of that debris and dust getting on the car. But once I'm done, I'll go ahead and start rinsing. As you can see, all the dirty water that starts to fall off from all the debris from the brake dust and all that is just ew. And then you can see a little bit of yellow, and that is from all the pollen we have been getting already here in Florida. That's why my allergies are so bad. So once we're done with all of our tires, I will go in and start drying her down. By this time, she's already almost dry because we were doing the tires, you know, so it took a while, and that definitely, you know, gave it time to dry up. But I still like to go in just so I can make sure I can take off any of the excess water off, and that way she's not all left streaky. And this towel right here, I think I ordered her off Amazon. She's super soft but super absorbent, and she takes off all the streaks and she soaks up all the water, and that's what we want. That way she looks nice and shiny at the end. I love using the foam cleaner prior to me washing the car on the tires and wheels, just because look how shiny and pretty they look. I haven't even done the proper detailing yet, and yet they already look so much better. You can see all the detailing in the wheels that you couldn't see before. So once I'm done drying off the car, I'm gonna go ahead and add this foam to the tires. I like it because it makes the tires all shiny. Some people like this, some people don't. So it just depends, you know, what you like. If you don't, it's okay, don't do it. I just prefer to see the tires nice and shiny together with the wheels. So I will just let this dry on here, let it soak up, and then sometimes later I'll go in with another rag and just give it a good wipe down. So while my tire, you know, is drying off, I will go ahead and start cleaning the wheel. My wheels have a lot of details, like the red parts that you can see here, the bolts that are sticking out, the center cap has a lot of different indentions that I need to go in, and all of that gets, you know, brake dust, dirt, and debris. So I take my time in cleaning each wheel, and it takes me quite a while. I like to wear a glove just because all of that dust getting on my hands, I just don't like the feeling of how rough and nasty my hands will stay after I clean the wheels. So I've started using gloves. I've learned my lesson. Once we're all done, you know, cleaning all the wheels, I'll go ahead and start cleaning all the trim, all the plastic on the exterior of the car. I like using these wipes that are used for just this. It cleans all the plastic and it leaves it all nice and shiny. I like I said, the shiny look. Some people don't really like this. If you don't, it's okay. That's also one of the reasons I opted out for getting a hard top that was the same color of my car, because I didn't want to have the problem of it getting ugly later on. But yeah, once you're done, she looks super shiny, and it's a big difference. Look at that beauty. Alright guys, so we're gonna go ahead and clean out the trunk. As you saw, I like to keep a few essentials back here, like that charger pack in case my battery is to ever die. I have a red bag with a few Jeep essentials in there, and then I keep a blanket for my girls in case we're ever on a long road trip and they need a blanket. It's there for them. My trunk doesn't get too dirty unless I'm carrying, you know, wood and supply from Home Depot. Then definitely that's when she gets a little dirty. But since it's been a while from me vacuuming back here, it definitely was dirtier than usual. As I do on the outside, I do on the inside. I like to clean all the trim and plastic that's around my car. I like these little wipes because they're good for interior and exterior. They clean, you know, all the debris and dust that's still on there even though I vacuumed. Yeah, that's about it. Unfortunately, this speaker that I have in the back of my car was already like this little bit rusty when I purchased it. I hadn't really paid a lot of attention when I bought it, but as time has been going by, you know, it's just been getting worse. I'm in the looks for another one because I do want to replace the top part. I just haven't been able to find it. So I like to condition my seats. It helps you, you know, extend the life of your seats and just brings the shine and all of that back into them. And even though you can't see the back of these seats, I still like to do that too, because you know, when I open the back of the trunk, you're gonna see them. So yeah, I'll go ahead and give them a good condition as well. Unfortunately, this is my current situation. She's not super bad. I try to keep up with her. Unfortunately, the girls do tend to leave a drink or something back here, so this is when I need to come in. I have this plastic, you know, floor mat, and I really love it because it, like you can see, it keeps everything on here, so when I pop her off, there's only going to be just a few crusts that don't land on it, so it makes cleaning a lot easier. So what you do, you just go ahead and pop her out from her little things that go right there, and then I'll go ahead and wash her. So once all the mats are out of the car, I'm gonna go ahead and pre-soak them. That way they can go ahead and start loosening up all the dirt that's on there. Actually found that one of these had gum, and I was like, great. Turns out it was actually the driver's side. So I don't know when I stepped in gum, but there was a piece of gum stuck to it. So I was like, great. But I'll go ahead and add the same soap I used to wash my car onto the mats and give them a good scrubbing. I like to grab this big old scrubber that I have that's usually to scrub, you know, my garage floor, but I'll just go ahead and use it to scrub these too. I take out a lot of dirt. Do you see how dirty that water is? Yeah, disgusting. It's been a while. So as I clean every single one of them, I'll go ahead and toss them over to a more drier side of the concrete floor. That way they can start to dry. So while the mats are drying off, I'm gonna go ahead and start vacuuming back here. And I like to use this brush right here. As you see, I go ahead and put it together with the vacuum. So while I am scrubbing the areas where the sewing was done for these seats, it picks up all of the dirt, debris, dust that's stuck in there. I like this brush a lot because before I would have a hard time trying to get all of those pieces out from there, and now it makes it so much easier and quicker. So once we're all done cleaning, you know, or vacuuming actually all the front and the back of the car, I'm gonna go in and start cleaning all of the plastic, all of the, you know, trim that's around the car. At the same doors, handles, all of that, that's trim and plastic. I'll go ahead and start cleaning that. And once we're done with this, we're gonna go ahead and then start conditioning all of the seats as well. So once we're all done with the back, we're just going to continue the same process in the front. Only difference is that we definitely have a lot more details to take care of here. You know, your window buttons, your air vents, your steering wheel, all of this, you know, I like to clean it up. My steering wheel is actually the cleanest part of my car because I have wipies in my car, antibacterial, and I tend to, you know, wipe it down every so often when I'm waiting for the girls at school. So that's definitely always pretty clean. But yeah, door handles, all of that, you know, gets taken care of as well. I know this glass cleaner is for your mirrors of your home, but I really love using it on my car. You know, kids tend to touch the mirrors and the windows and all of this, so I gotta take all those little fingerprints off. And then look, super clean. You can even see me. If there's one thing I would recommend to any of my ladies out here driving a Jeep or any other type of car, I would recommend this. This is called the Super Chip. If you can see it down here, Super Chip. This is connected down here at the bottom to my car. This is where originally, like, AutoZone would come and read your car in case, you know, one of the lights was on, like the check engine light. That's how you read it. So instead of having to go all the way to AutoZone, even though they do it for free, I have this. This automatically reads whatever code is popping up in my car, and that way I can look it up on my phone or whatever, and then I kind of get, you know, an idea of what's going on. This has saved me from a lot of problems besides all the problems I've already had. So I don't know, I love it. I'm very happy. This actually was already in my car when I purchased it, and if I ever get a different car, I would definitely get one for my new car. Now that she's all nice and clean, we're gonna go ahead and start putting everything back. I also forgot to mention with the Super Chip, girls and gents, but it reads your air pressure for your tires. So if you're getting a flat, it's gonna let you know your tire pressure, you know, is getting low. It lets you know if you left the door open. It reads your battery life. It has so many other details I forgot to mention, but I mean, definitely look into it. I recommend it a lot. But yep, we're all done. She looks super nice, all shiny, all cleaned up, free of dirt and dust. I'll give her about like a month and then she'll get back to being all dirty again. But that's okay because that's how long it usually takes me to clean it again, a month. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed.